what's going on, guys? It's been a minute since I made a YouTube video. We're now a few weeks into the off season. It was a very, very busy guide season, very busy competitive season. So figured I'd hop on, make a video, do a little bit of unboxing. I got some new kind of materials, new gear, kind of headed into the off season that I'm looking forward to. Figured I'd just do a little unboxing video, get back into the swing of things. Hopefully make a few videos this winter for y'all. So without further ado, let's hop into this. So to start, I got some materials from Fulling Mill coming in. Mostly this season, I fished mostly Fulling Mill hooks. As far as jig hooks, they're jig short specifically. So one, ordered some hooks and then also ordered some other materials, some lake fishing stuff. I need to tie some blobs, some fabs. Basically, I'm just trying to build a box this off season where I don't have to grind so hard tying flies in my free time during the season, during the guide season, during the competitive season, and can have a little bit more time to just fish, more time to train, and more time to just enjoy life and not have to tie so many flies. So we got some materials going. Got that guy. And so one of the things I didn't know when I ordered this, and I really haven't seen a whole lot of Fulling Mill packaging, is just the sheer size of these packages. It's almost kind of silly. So I got a few different colors of, this is just cactus chenille. That's what they call it. I call it Fritz. So a few different colors. I got the orange, the pink, and then I got chartreuse and then a yellow. Just to tie some different color blobs and fabs, kind of for lake fishing. The biggest improvement that I need to definitely make in my competitive game for this coming season, this next coming year, is my lake fishing, and some blobs and some fabs are nice to kind of attract those fish on those rigs. Plus I haven't really fished them a whole lot, and it's something I probably need to experiment with a little bit more. So, and then I got this Fulling Mill fly patch, which I actually had one in the beginning of the year. The pin on the back is not the strongest thing in the world. And so I actually bought the CNF one after this fell off. I had a bunch of flies. There's a two-layer fly box here in the middle, which is great because you can have flies on both sides, and the CNF only has flies on the one side and then magnets up here, which the magnets are convenient if you're lazy and you just want to stick a fly on the magnet real quick. I thought the pin was going to be a little bit more durable. I bent my original pin on this patch, my old one, when I was putting it through the hard cardboard on the front of my chest pack. And it was like, bummer, like Fulling Mill didn't make the pin that strong. Well, the one on the CNF pack is really not that much better. So I got this one again. So I have the 2-tier. I think I might leave that CNF one on and then maybe attach this to like the shoulder or something on either side. So maybe I have two. I've seen a few guys running that at comps and stuff. So I might give it a try. I might just go back to one if it's a little bit too cumbersome. I already have too much crap on my chest pack as it is at the moment. So we'll figure that out. And then CDC, like I said, with big packages, this is a massive, massive package of CDC. This is a 3-gram bulk pack. I go through so much CDC, you waste so much when you're tying as well. So I figured the bulk pack was the best. Plus I haven't been able to get the light done, the light done or even medium done at any of the local fly shops. They seem to be sold out recently. So big bulk pack of that. Look forward to tying some soft hackles and all that jazz. Then I got a couple different colors of flexi floss, mostly for legs on rubber legs. I have very few rubber legs left into my box. It's a great wintertime fly here in the West, also a great early spring. I mostly fish it during runoff, and I honestly have not had very many rubber legs in my box since runoff. Just because I tied so many of them during runoff, I just didn't want to tie anymore. So towards the end of the season, bought some. Regardless, need to stock up this off season, tie a ton of rubber legs so I don't have to buy such a silly and easy to tie fly. This is brown and this is golden olive. I have a bunch of black left over, but mostly I tie brown in these olive legs. And then we also tie what's called a TJ hooker, which is just a beaded version of a stonefly with a little marabou tail. A little bit easier than tying those legs in for the tail. Plus you get pretty good movement from that marabou. So maybe I'll do a tying video on that guy. Honestly, don't know if I've seen many TJ hooker tying videos, but it's pretty straightforward, easy to tie fly. So I probably never actually looked it up. Get that receipt out of there, and then hooks. So I got a bunch of hooks. Mostly what I've been fishing is this Jig Force short guy here. And this is the size 20. Fully mill hook sizes are insane. So the size 20 is actually like what I think is a standard 18. Across companies, I don't know why they can't keep hook size standard. It's a real pain in the butt. This is the hook I've been fishing the most. I will say it's not my most favorite hook. There's really not a jig hook on the market right now that I really, really love. I love the wide gap so I can oversize beads on the hook. I have found sometimes the hooks bend out relatively easy, or easier than some other hooks. They are a pretty thin wire. Hook penetration is great. I think they hold fish great as long as they don't bend out. I have had a few durability problems where like all of a sudden your fly will come back and you literally just have the bead. So you have the hook eye attached to your line and then you have the bead and then the rest of the hook broke like right behind the bead. It doesn't happen often, but it happens a few times, which is a little weird. And you will get that too if you buy fully mill manufactured flies themselves. If you buy their flies, that'll happen every now and again. It's weird. I mean, all hooks have their flaws, their downsides. So take it with a grain of salt. It is a great hook. I mean, I bought a ton of them, so I'm still fishing them. Obviously, I think it's worth it. So I get the 20s for my size 18s, which I run through 2.0 millimeter tungsten through 3 millimeter tungsten. And then I use the same hook in an 18 to oversize to a 3.5 on like a size 18 fly, or you could just use it as a size 16 fly with those smaller bead sizes as well. That works. This other hook that I got is the Tactical Shorty, and this is something that I'm looking to hopefully replace the Dohiko 303 for me. I probably will always have a few 303s. But just a little bit different hook. It's the same concept. So with these hooks, they're really short. They have a nice wide gap for kind of standard nymphs. You can put a slotted bead on it and kind of push it forward and it'll invert it a little bit. But just for a regular standard nymph hook fly, these are great hooks. They're pretty strong. Hooked some big fish on the Madison with, well, not these, but the 303. And I'm looking to see if these are kind of equivalent, kind of something that maybe is a little bit cheaper option for me, rather than paying the full price for those 303s. So the thing about these hooks is they are a three times short hook. So with the 303s, I'm speaking always for the 303s because I haven't used these yet. You buy the 16 to tie in a size 18 fly, and then you buy the 18 to tie a size 20 fly. So just trying to get some small kind of straight shank nymphs in my box, some midge flies for the Madison. Was still a pretty tough hook. You'll notice with small midge patterns, one, you have a hard time hooking the fish because the hook gap is so wide. So typically you'll have to bend the hook point out, or they just bend out on those big fish on the Madison. So these are more jig. Those are more jig hooks. And then I think this is the last hook, maybe. Yeah, I didn't get any of the Stillwater hooks. I do want to get some of those and try. I got some of the Tactical Midge hooks, which I'm looking forward to trying for like jujube midges, that kind of stuff. Some small midge flies, some small like Zelon midges, Zelon dry flies, some midge dries, that kind of stuff. Just a kind of a standard kind of curved shank midge hook, kind of that wider gap that you'll see sometimes. So that'll do it for my fully mill order. This big guy in front of me, is probably the thing I'm most excited for, and this is a pair of non-leaky waders, especially with winter. Well, I was going to say fast approaching, but let's be honest, it's here already in Montana. It's pretty cold. Well, today's a really nice day, but it's been snowing, it's been icy. These are Grudens waders. Have not been super thrilled with Simms waders over the last few years. I just think the quality has gone down quite a bit. My Patagonia waders were great for a little while, and then I wore a hole into my booty. So I got these guys, figured I'd try them. They're new on the market. So maybe since they're new, it'll be kind of a high quality product, and it'll get me through the winter without freezing. So pulling these guys out of the box the first time. I did not get the zip waders, so my Patagonias were zip waders. Love the zip function. Grudens charges an extra $150 for the zip, and I just wasn't going to pay an extra $150 for zip waders. So I got the regular ones, but they have a Gore-Tex deal. So these are breathable Gore-Tex waders, which will be nice in the summer months. And I'm hoping they're pretty durable as well. So I don't know a whole lot about these waders. I love how they packaged it though. They kind of stuck the arm folds through the shoulder straps through the belt. So it all kind of sits nice even when you pull it out. Pop that belt. And there those guys are. Just a pair of waders. I've been told this front kind of through pocket is super nice to just kind of stick your hands in, which it does. I mean, there's a nice felt on the inside. Got the big pocket, so I can always carry my sunscreen, which everyone makes fun of me for. I always have my sunscreen lip balm on me. Hopefully they don't leak right out of the box. That'd be a bummer. But my other waders need to go into the trash. So, super excited to wear those. Probably do like a full review on those or something after a few months. Kind of let you know my thoughts. The other thing was, I got a new pair of boots, which are Simms boots. These are the Simms Freestones. These I have worn already, actually. These boots are pretty big. I normally wear a size 12 wading boot. You always kind of add a size from your regular shoe size. I wear an 11, wear a 12 wading boot because of that neoprene bootie. I ordered a pair of 12s in these like a year and a half ago. I ended up just selling them through the shop that I bought them through. Simply because they were massive. And these are an 11, and they're still a little big. Not so big that I would drop down to a 10, but there's still a little bit of wiggle room in the toe. I will say I've been wearing the flyweights for like 3 years, so this is a much clunkier boot than that. It's just something I'll get used to. For whatever reason, I haven't really worn felt soles in a very, very long time. I just like the advantages of rubber on the bank. Felt soles on the bank, especially a wet bank, are super slick, and it hurts to fall on the bank more so than it hurts to fall in the water. Plus, I've been wading long enough where I slip and I slide, but typically I have pretty good balance in the river. I did get studs for these guys. I've not put them in yet, but I do enjoy having studs, even though they don't last very long. On wading boots, especially when you're on the rocks that we have around here, they get just dulled super quick. So that's all the gear I have now. I am looking to get another rod to the collection this winter. The one I want is currently out of stock, should be back in stock in December. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I don't want everyone buying them up before I can get one. Apparently they're pretty popular and have been sold out for a little while now. So looking forward to that. Hopefully that'll come through in mid-December. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully we'll be making a few more of these soon. Hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully you guys can find some time to get out on the water and fish, enjoy the outdoors, and we will see you in the next one. See ya.